Happy Stony Sunday, everyone! I am your host, Coral, and this is Stony Sunday, episode 202. We are into the 200s. Amazing, incredible. I have this background behind me by Kathy Lee Art. Bovida has, on this side, sponsored the show. I give away goodie bags. When I met the people in Boston who were on the show last week, they got goodie bags. If I use your question in a pre-recorded episode, so not the live ones, but the pre-recorded episode, then you get a goodie bag as well. And otherwise, this Kathy Lee backdrop is pretty new to the channel and something I'm super, super excited about. The purple Stony Sunday shirt looks great against the backdrop, if I might say so myself. And the purple, green, and black shirts are all for sale right now. This is one of the only times I've had all three colors, all 7 sizes, extra small through 3XL. All are in stock on coralreefer420.etsy.com. All of those announcements out of the way. Let's fucking smoke some pot. What am I doing talking so much and smoking so little? Humboldt hemp wick in my, pear glass wick dispenser, and a bowl packed. Time to toke. If you have questions, definitely bring them to the live chat, but I will also be going through and answering questions that were asked on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those places. This does feel like a very happy Stony Sunday because it is a live episode on a Sunday. Last week I was able to do an episode on a Sunday as well because I was in Boston and it happened halfway live. I kind of posted it a little bit late, but I recorded it live, kind of. And it just is nice. I really like the episodes that I can actually sit and smoke with you all on a Sunday and get right into it. But it doesn't always happen as easily as today. It is 4:18 right now, almost 4:20, that would make it, in California, Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to go look at the Stony Sunday Instagram feed for any questions that maybe I haven't answered yet, and I want to have a chance to answer. Scrolling through, taking another bong hit. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. I have Silverback Grape Ape ground up in here. Super tasty. And then there was also a little Skywalker OG in the mix. So it's a mix of both. Hello to everyone in the live stream, by the way. I see you guys chiming in, and definitely bring your questions. Thank you for smoking with me. It's nice to sit and enjoy a Sunday. And let's see. Neverland Pirate, NEVRLANDPIIRAT, asked on Instagram, what was the, totally not weed related, what was the process like to gauge my ears? I'm at a 00 right now, and what was the pain like from a 1 to 10 for each size? I do get questions about like body modification tattoos and gauging, that type of thing, fairly often. I don't talk about it too much. Mostly because it's something you should go to like an expert for advice when it comes to how-tos and guidance with body modification. But I can definitely tell you my own experience. I never jumped more than like the next size ahead to my memory. I just went pretty much from one size to the next, and I always waited at least 2 weeks, if not like a few months, in between each size. I'm at a 00 right now, and it took me around 2, maybe 2.5 years to get all the way to a 00, and I've been there for, oh my gosh, like 6 years now, so maybe 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I'm not planning to change what my ears are anymore. I definitely love having gauged earrings. Happy 420! Oh my god, I have to take a long hit. It's so unweedy that I'm answering this question at 420, but that's just the way the nug crumbled. Happy 420! Oh my goodness. I rushed that one. In terms of like what was the pain like for gauging my ears, it is not as bad as actually getting them pierced. I do not enjoy piercings. I do not enjoy the adrenaline or the rush of it or the experience of it. Tattoos are more my speed. Tattoos are more what is tolerable for me in terms of like body art and modification. But yeah, my ears, 2 or 3 years. I have growing up like always felt like my ears stuck out a lot. Do you see? I feel like I have elf ears. Elf ears. So by gauging the bottoms, personally, I liked it because I felt like it, like, I don't know, balanced out my ears, which is, I don't know, who thinks about this that much? Me alone, sitting there being stoned. Anyway, so that's why I did it. I also started gauging my ears, which was not asked why at all, but I was dating someone and he acted like it was the worst pain in the world. Every time he went up a size, he was like, oh my God, it's so sore, I hate this, blah, blah. And so me and his other friend were like, we could do this and we wouldn't be little babies about it. And so we did, and I ended up going bigger than him. And I haven't talked to him in years. Next question, if anyone has live questions, or I will keep going through the other ones from the other networks. I personally keep just like staring at the backdrop on the screen because it's just so pretty. I shouldn't turn around and keep staring at it because I'll get super distracted. But I think Kathy Lee did the most amazing job matching the tie-dye that I've used. This is hand painted. This is not a print. This is like, I shouldn't molest it so much because it's too good. But anyway, next question. Oh, I gotta like scroll through some stuff and look for a question. Princess Jessie asked if I still have my steamrollers, pipes, bongs from when I first started making videos. I do. I absolutely do. I will grab my steamroller right now. Okay, sorry, that was very rude of me. But I'm back, and I do have a steamroller that I got at Hemp Fest 2011, maybe? Hefty fucking steamroller. It's just a lot of glass is what it is. I shouldn't do this. But it's really dusty right now, so I don't want to smoke out of it. It'd be really gross. I should definitely clean that if I were to smoke out of it. And I also have a lot of my pipes, my old pipes. How gross is it that there's a half-smoked bowl in here? From, like, you don't even want to know how long ago. That's not right. So yeah, I do have old pieces. Apparently when I'm done with them, I just walk away and I don't even clean them or empty them out. That's pretty funky. I'm going to set these somewhere where I can get to them and clean them later because, ew. Yeah. I love keeping my older glass and like pieces from my travels and my memories, my experience, because I do want to pass them on to either my kids or someone else's kids or something someday. I want to pass them on. I want the memories and the joys that I had to be shared. So I don't really like throw away my glass. That would be crazy. Don't ever do that. I do like give away my glass very often. Outside of the giveaways on my blog and everything, I personally tend to just like hand pieces to my friends and be like, that lives with you now. Go ahead and hold on to that. I like it. It's fun to share, and beyond like giving away some glass, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, I give away glass all the time, but I do keep the pieces where it's like I got it on a holiday, I got it from a certain person, I went to a shop for that day like to get that piece. So it's, I don't know, 50-50. I have some older ones, but I just found this throwback picture, my first ever glass family collection. It wasn't like the first ever pieces that I had, but it was the first time I took a picture of all the pieces. And I only have, I think, one piece in that picture still. Well, I'm trying to like ash this while holding the blog. It's pretty tricky. But yeah, all the other pieces I think I either left at the houses I was living at or I broke, got rid of. I don't even know. Things happened. You can ask questions, by the way, if you are watching live. If you're in the live chat, you can ask whatever questions. Like that's, I don't know how, I think the live chat you sign in Facebook or Twitter, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not positive. And then I'm also just going through like any of the social media feeds and looking for questions there. I'll use the website for the pre-recorded questions, the non-live episodes, so that I can get in contact with people and do that whole thing. But right now, I'm just like going random, going rogue, going random. I'm just picking whatever questions. Right now, I'm packing another bowl, to be honest. Matt Mason asked if I like Kathy Griffin, and I feel like I am gonna get that person wrong. Like Kathy Griffin versus Kathy Griffith? Who is who? So I'm gonna just do a quick search. Kathy Griffin with the I-N. I'm pretty sure I like her. Yeah, she's fucking hilarious. Totally love her. I just didn't want to get the like person wrong. Cause who's Kathy Griffith? Are these things that everyone knows? Is this the same person? I don't know. Kathy Griffin is super, super funny. She is a comedian and she has definitely pushed the boundaries. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's just done some crazy ass stuff from what I remember. But she's also hilarious. She's feminine and beautiful, and I don't know, she like goes on both sides of the road, and that she works really hard, and she's known for her mind and her work ethic, but she does enjoy dressing up and being a lady as far as I can tell. So it's really fun. I like her. I haven't seen anything like in particular of hers that really stands out. I'm not like a huge follow her and know what she's doing right now type of fan, but I like her. Definitely like her. Yeah. I have another bowl packed. Cruising the live stream. Cruising. Oh, I almost lost the wick thing. Lady Green 710 asked, where would my next dream travel location be? Oh, it's tricky. I really want to go to Spain in March. I keep having to put that into the universe because I want to make that a reality. I'm going to back up so I can actually like hit this bong. Sometimes you just have to stand for the bong hit. Sometimes. My next dream travel location, like outside of Spain for Spanibus. It's so hard to say. I want to go to the Midwest and like the South, and I want to see parts of the United States that I haven't seen before. But I also really I really want to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's actually where I was born and where my parents lived for a while. So I really would love to take a vacation there, hang out, and I don't know, like see the tropical waters, go scuba diving, take a little boat tour. It would be really amazing. So I think I'd have to say the U.S. Virgin Islands and Spain. I'm like playing with my hair, and blondes shed more than any other hair color. Did you guys know that? It's also like processed blondes because I dye my hair, so it sheds more. Anyway, this is not very weedy, this conversation. But Wicked Baked 420 has asked if Stash is hanging around, and Wicked Baked did spell stash right. And I wanted to let you guys know it's S-T-A-S-H, not stash like a mustache, but stash like your weed stash. And he was actually named that at the adoption center before I showed up. I did not name him that. That's just Stash. So if you guys, it seems like on the live stream, everyone's begging for Stash time. He's sleeping, but I'm not against waking him to bring him over here. So let me go grab him in 1 second. Catch up on some questions. And now I'm just leaving all the time. Oh, look, he's pretty mad. I just woke him up. Sorry, man. The internet demanded you. I'm very sorry. Okay, let's change this. Let's bring this down a little bit. There we are. There we are. Stash is getting bigger all the time, and he's actually a lot more cuddly than Doc was. I think losing Doc so young into his like kitten experience, it made him really crave a lot more physical attention. He likes to be in the same room as me, and I love him. Okay, so let's see if he'll just stay here, and we'll just keep doing the episode. I'll take a smoke break for a second. Don't go. Don't go. Jada7 is here in the live stream, and her friend made me this World Reefers box full of amazing stuff, and I actually still use that box. I know, it's amazing, huh, Stash? I like when he looks at me. I still use that box, and I fill it with cards and envelopes from other World Reefers. So thanks for being here in the live stream years later, and thank you for that box and all the goodies and stuff. I love it. Sbizzle420 or THC Goddess, one or the other, asked, what is the most effective way to clean the oil rig while saving the reclaim for cooking? Goodbye. You ready to go? Ooh, he's out. You only get so much cuddle time with a kitty when you just woke him up, you know? He's about to go stretch, have a little breakfast, that type of thing. The best way, man, I could be way wrong about this because this isn't something I have a lot of experience with, but I would say if you can, like, use hot water to get the reclaim out and then pouring it through. Man, I don't know. I actually haven't done this. I was just admiring my recycler for having the reclaim ball right there so I can pour it out really easily. But if you don't have, like, it already built up, you can use isopropyl and then let the isopropyl evaporate and dissipate out. But it's not something I have a lot of experience with. Anyone in the comments down below on YouTube or on live stream, have you guys ever used your reclaim for cooking? I love edibles made with reclaim. I have had so many tasty edibles made with reclaim by my friend Mrs. Pack. I actually just got some fudge and some like Chex Mix stuff and some gummies, and some of them are made with tinctures, some of them have been made with reclaim, but they are all amazing. Now you guys have me wanting to cuddle Stash all the time, but he's out of reach. And take a bong hit to get over this. Whatever. It's not Stashy Sunday. It's Stoney Sunday and Pepsi Sunday. Wicked Baked 420. I had the pleasure of meeting when I was out in Boston. He's wicked baked and he was in Boston. It's perfect. It was so much fun out there. And he asks, what was my favorite thing about the Boston Freedom Rally? No lines and no admission. 2 things, 1 great feeling. No lines and no admission. No lines, no admission. I don't know like what else there is to say about those 2 things. I don't know of another event that has those 2 things. Yes, the Hemp Fest in Seattle is no admission. It's a free event, but you are waiting in a line and they search your bag when you come in, and it's a little more orchestrated in like a, I don't know, because like it's not that the Boston Freedom Rally isn't well put together. It absolutely is. It's just that the Hemp Fest one is like a little more, I don't know, in your face kind of. But the Boston one still has tens of thousands of people that I know of. I don't have any final numbers. It still has many booths, it has stages. It's definitely not as big as Seattle's event, but it's still a really large event, and just being able to walk in and out as you please, not having to wait in line, not having to pay $30 for a member's pass to get in and out. I definitely support both events. I love going to both events, but that difference to me made it easier just to like come and go, and I loved it. I'm cruising right now. I'm just like staring at the screen blankly, but I'm totally cruising for more questions as well. Brittany C asked if I had an all-time favorite piece of glass that I own. My collection this year has skyrocketed, out of control. A lot of my pieces match ones that I've given away to fellow reefers, and that means a lot to me. It's like I have matching pieces with so many people. But in terms of a favorite, I really couldn't decide. I really couldn't. Honestly, I could live without them all, and I love them all. So, not love like, I don't know, in English, we don't have as many words for love as I think we should. I enjoy all of their presence. They all add value to my life. I enjoy using them, but I know I could live without all of them. try not to be too attached. I'm like staring blankly over where they are because I'm thinking about moving in the next few months, and there's just so much more glass to move, and I don't want to be attached to any of them. I love them though. It's both at once and neither all at the same time. Yeah. Someone just said South America is nice to go visit. I would absolutely love to go. I would absolutely love to go. I feel like at a certain point I'm gonna need a good tour guide to cruise around and see all these places with, and maybe different locals wherever I go. I'll have to do some more networking and figure this out. Yeah. Oh my gosh, all these people in the comments of the live stream have information about cleaning and how to get your reclaim out. So I don't even know where to start or end. But definitely you can go read those comments on the Ustream channel, and hopefully there'll be some on YouTube as well. Jay Racinen JR asked, "Hey Coral, if I was my own fan, what would I ask myself for Stony Sunday?" And I saw this question and I totally was like, holy shit. Oh my god. This has already been a really weird episode, rambling and everything. But in terms of what I ask myself, I personally would probably go straight to like, do you ever want to have kids? Like, do you ever worry about having kids with the legal situation? Because that's what I think about when I meet most female activists is like, do you feel safe having kids with how the situation is? Or is it something you have to put off because you might be federally prosecuted, even if you're in a state that has medical or recreational legalization? So I don't know. I probably would ask something like that, and I would I would be weird all around. I'd be like, oh man, I shouldn't ask this personal question, but then I'd be like, I really want to know. And then when it comes to answering, I have definitely, I mean, I'm a single lady at the moment, so it's not like I have a life partner that I'm considering having kids with. Personally, I do want to have kids, I think, in my lifetime, I'm pretty sure. So just to answer that question to myself slash JR at this point, I would say that, yeah, I do put off the idea of having kids. I do kind of just like, I don't know, ignore that idea because it would be terrifying to have to wonder constantly if the federal government cares that I have kids, if they're going to see me smoking and have a problem with the fact that I'm raising children, and I just would have too much concern about it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it right now. So, that doesn't work. But that's probably what I'd ask myself because that's definitely what I think when I meet female activists. I'm so sexist. I don't know why I don't think about it for men. Sexist. FG Frigbin said, outside of social media, what advice would you give for safe and effective campaigning where weed is illegal? Super good question. The first step is like, I'm gonna blow this out almost. You get into a conversation with someone and all of a sudden they're like, well, let me tell you why I hate weed. Instead of interrupting and saying, well, let me tell you why weed is awesome, because that's what you want to do. You're like, whoa, slow down. I already know what you're going to say, and it's going to be wrong. Listen to them. Just shut the fuck up and listen. So it's really hard for me to do. I talk a lot. Some might say professional talker. Really hard for me to just shut up and listen sometimes. But when someone says, let me tell you what I hate about weed, listen for a sec. When they are done with their probably misinformed spiel, something I like to say is that I can totally understand where they've heard that. I can completely agree with the fact that that's spread in the media or that that's something that's told a lot. But I'm super, super excited to say that it's not true. Whether they're talking about making you stupid, making you lazy, causing cancer, killing you, making you infertile, whatever it is, generally my response is like, I'm super, super happy to say that's not true. A lot of the research that would prove the points that we want to see about cannabis, a lot of that research is actually banned because of the federal laws that cannabis is regulated by. So I try and make people understand that it is a little more harmful than they've been told. I do explain to people that sometimes, if I have enough time, we'll get into that the origins of the laws are actually very racist, and they were designed to control either minorities, people that weren't white, and white women. Like, that was a lot of the threats, or that white women were running away with non-white men and they were getting super high, and it was crazy. And it was very manipulative, and it was racist, and the laws that resulted from this reefer madness and prohibition era, they still exist years later, and it's horrible. So if we can get into that conversation, that's great. But mostly I try to hear their point first and then be equipped to tell them the truth. So no matter where you are, education is free, and education, you're going to be like, no, it's not, no, it's not. Look around, look online. If you're watching this video, you probably have the internet. Like, most likely you're online. So do Google searches for the endocannabinoid system. Look up THC, CBD. Look up when marijuana was made illegal in your own state and federally, or your country, wherever you are. Be educated about how we got to where we are today. And then when someone can tell you marijuana causes cancer, you can say, it's so crazy that that was said so often. Like, I understand, I heard that so many times, but when I looked around, I actually read that cannabis is killing cancer cells. And not only is it making cancer, I almost say cancer victims, cancer patients, not only is it making them hungry and happier while they're in treatment, but it is also sometimes having an anti-cancer effect and actually helping heal them. It's amazing. It sounds shocking to hear, and it's just something that 50 years from now, you're going to remember me saying this, and you're going to be like, wow, she was right. So it's not even me being right. It's the plant. Always go back to the plant. It's not you. It's not, none of us are more important than the plant. The plant is amazing. Be educated about it, and obviously you can just ramble on for days about it, like I do a lot. Recently, I don't think I had a chance to tell the YouTube world, but recently on my flight back from Boston, I sat next to this really, like, young, really cute, really talkative Jehovah's Witness wife lady, and she was really, really sweet, and you know, we'd been talking about this and that, and there was like a medical emergency behind us on the plane. It was crazy. Everyone's okay. Everyone totally survived. But it got us to talking about random stuff. And she's like, what do you do? I'm like, I travel for, you know, I was saying that I was traveling and I was excited to be there. And so we got to cannabis, and I am a blogger. I talk about stuff online, talk about cannabis. Let me just take this bong hit. I'll tell you what she said. What she said to me was that she knows nothing really about marijuana. She just doesn't think about it that much. Her friends don't really smoke it. It's not something that is relevant in her life that much. So she doesn't really think it's good or bad. She's just kind of like, I don't know, so I shouldn't have an opinion about it. So I was wondering if you could just tell me what you think about it and what you know about it. And like, where she was coming from was that she likes to learn. So if I'm someone, as I said, I'm a cannabis blogger. If I'm someone that knows about cannabis, she was like, why don't I take this opportunity in this flight? We're both awake. We're both chilling. Why don't you tell me why you like cannabis? And it was so genuine and so sweet. And I've said before, don't argue with people that are totally against you. Don't waste your time with them. Always look for the middle of the road people, the people that aren't sure yet, the people that are genuinely seeking information to help make their decision. And that's what she was. So she was very, very sweet. I told her that sometimes it sounds crazy when you talk about all of the amazing things that the plant can do, because it's just so unique, and our body was designed to work so well with it. And whether you're talking about evolution or the design by God, it's pretty easy to still say the body was made with intent and purpose. I believe that. So when it comes to how well the body works with the cannabis plant, it's incredible, and it's not a coincidence, and it's not an accident, and it's not something that happens with other plants and other substances. Our endocannabinoid system and the cannabinoids in cannabis, that's a unique and beautiful bond. And I don't know, I wrote down the endocannabinoid phrase for her. Well, we're in 2014. She typed it into her iPad thing, so I was going to write it down. And she was like, I just have this. It was so cute. But that is what I love to do. That's my, like those couple hours that we chatted on the plane. And she was asking questions about this. I asked questions about what she did with her church, and it was really nice. That's what I love to do. I love to just talk to people about pot. So That's how you should campaign, I think, is just be open, listen, and find those middle of the road people that want more information, and then be ready to give it to them. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cough so much, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna try not to. I gotta clear this stuff. Sometimes people ask, like, how do I deal with my tolerance, or do I even get high on flour or something like that? And, like, yeah, I still get super ripped on flour. My eyes get really red. It works, indeed. Can't live without it. Pepsi. Okay, cruising the live stream. By the way, my earrings I think I got at the same Hemp Fest that I got that fat steamroller at. And they're like mini donut earrings that you can't see because it's just showing the back of them right now. But they're mini donuts! I love them. I love them. Faction 95 asked, when will I come back to Colorado? As soon as possible. Why have I not come to Colorado in 2014? What happened? I don't know. In 2013, I was there 3 times, and then in 2014, I got very distracted. So I haven't been back. I would love to be back. I don't know. I don't know if we should, like, I don't know what we would do. I don't know when I would go out there. The Secret Cup finals last December were amazing. I would love to go back out for that. We'll see what happens. But right now, I don't really have anything on my list exactly. Common Peace, I almost want to say Common Peace Glass because that is her name on Instagram, I think, asked if I have a favorite pair of leggings, and that is the meanest question to ask a lady. A favorite pair? Oh my god. I don't know. The pair that comes to mind is my like aquarium fish leggings from Black Milk Clothing because I coral, I love fish. It has reef on it. I love them all. So I don't know. Maybe that's a favorite, but favorite. Today I am wearing this pair, which was given to me by a reefer actually, and I just realized I have donut socks and donut leggings on. What? Yeah. So they're space donuts, in case you couldn't tell, and also awesome. Also totally awesome. Powerpuff Val asked if I've ever visited Canada. I have, but it was only for like 48 hours, and I'm so ready to go back. I want to go to Toronto and Vancouver and everywhere in between, but ideally Toronto and Vancouver. I definitely want to hit those spots. I definitely do. I absolutely do. I'm just like cruising. Holy Junkie asked if there is a wax pen that has good flavor. Most taste bad compared to dabs, and you're spot on. I have not been that impressed with a lot of vape pens. Vape World had sent me the Quick Draw, and that's what I took to Australia. That's what I used on the way up to Seattle. It gave me big, smoky, cloudy hits. I loved it. But while I was at the Vape World booth that Sunday, chillin', I had the most amazing vape pen experience with the Omicron. It's like the Ophos with the Kiss cartridge. There's so much lingo with it. But there are some pictures at reefer420.com/tagged/vape pen. Definitely has that Omicron Ophos Kiss cartridge thing. And I think the difference with that is the ceramic wick. I hate the fibery wick things. I was so sick of those. They really do not work for me. I was never happy with them in the first place. And yeah, this one has a ceramic wick. I think it's much cleaner. It's the one that I was also hitting at the end of the Boston video. If you guys remember where I was hitting that pen, comment. It was really fun. But yeah, I really like that one. Oh, Jeremy the Stoner asked if I would show what I'm smoking today. I've been so rude and just smoking up, not showing. Wait, I haven't smoked this one though. That's in case I run out of the other ones, which I don't think I'm going to do. I have a pot over here. I was smoking some of this freaking huge nug of Skywalker OG. Oh my god. So I have this nug of Skywalker OG, and I saved it to smoke and hang out with my friend Pax More Bowls, who has been my friend. You guys have maybe heard me mention him on Stony Sunday for like 4 years. And I remember he loved this strain. So I had it, he was there, and I was like, oh my god, you're gonna die, you're gonna love it. So we smoked some of that recently. I have some still ground up. And then the Silverback Grape Ape as well. This was for my friend Yummer Bunny. When she heard the name on Twitter, she was like, oh my god, what is that? So then when she came over, we were like, let's smoke it. And so I have 2 nugs left of that. And these are both organic nugs. I'm on that organic life. I went grocery shopping recently. I hate grocery shopping. Every time I'm dating someone, I try and have them do the grocery shopping because I hate it so much. But I went grocery shopping recently all by myself, and I tried to buy organic for the first time. I made a conscious effort to buy almost all organic, and so far it's been delicious. And now my nugs and my meals can be organic in some way. You guys are like going on the live chat thing. I'm trying to keep up. This is crazy. Crazy. Indica Flower asked about another meetup in Santa Cruz. I have done some in the past. If I would do another one in both of our hometown, apparently, Santa Cruz or maybe even San Jose, definitely gonna make that happen. I want to come back to Santa Cruz and do some more tie-dye thigh highs. I think that it's probably been like 2 or 3 months since I've gotten any done, but things were just falling apart. Things were happening and I just couldn't get any done. And so I refunded everyone that had been waiting like a month already, and I definitely want to do a new round. We'll see. When I'm in Santa Cruz, hopefully I'm going to have Hi Betty, my assistant, with me, and hopefully she will help me do some of the tie-dye and then also like arrange the meetup and get all of that going while I'm doing the tie-dye and stuff as well. So definitely gonna happen, Miss Indica Flower 420. I don't know when. I can definitely say before the end of the year. And then also in the Bay Area in San Jose, there's going to be the Halloween party. It's gonna be awesome. So I don't know exactly where it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be awesome. Definitely come by. Halloween. Patience, not only, pretty much only. The one and only asked if I would only eat edibles for the rest of my life or instead of smoking. Would I be able to only, I'm so stony. Would I be able to only eat edibles for the rest of my life instead of smoking? I wouldn't enjoy it. I really like smoking, taking bong hits, taking dabs. It's definitely something that I enjoy habitually. So, I don't know, edible highs are something that just make me really, really sleepy, and sometimes I just don't get that motivated sativa high that I get from certain strains or, I don't know, other things. So personally, it wouldn't be my choice. Is it doable? Totally. People do that. I'm pretty sure people do that. I'm just so stony. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Someone, Jana Rainson asked if donut flavored joints exist. Have you guys seen them? Because I feel like Juicy J would have something like that, but I haven't seen them. Now I'm on the hunt. I have a lot of Juicy J's. I have like, chocolate milk, marshmallow, peppermint, all the fruity ones, of course. Those are beginner level. And then they have like the birthday cake, cotton candy. Did I say cotton candy? Yeah. But I have never seen donut ones. I need them. I don't give a fuck, Brittany. Love your screen name still. Asked, what's the most crazy / sketchiest place I've taken a hit in public? I would have to say that airport one. Spoiler alert, airport. One from Boston, that or JFK. That was pretty scary for me because I had done it in the bathroom before, but then at the end of that video, I just went for it at the airport and I just hit it like out in public, like sitting in the seat right there. I was just like, let's do this. And I did it, and it was very scary. Before that, I would say just like in sight of a lot of cars is probably the most sketchy place. I love the word sketchy. And yeah, in sight of a lot of cars was probably the sketchiest place. And that's just it was sketchy. It was super sketchy. Jada7 asked if I'd ever go to Minnesota. Totally, totally. I try to go to places where there are events and where there's a lot of people to meet all at once. So demand a certain location if you're from there, but like in a nice way. And also like if you have a glass shop or a certain event that's happening and you think they might be interested in helping me get out there, then I want to come out there. I want to be like a touring stoner and hang out and smoke with you guys and make videos about what it's like to be like in those locations. I don't have to do those things. I can do Stony Sunday at home. But yeah, I would love to. Wait, Minnesota. She didn't say middle of America. She said Mall of America. I haven't been to the Mall of America. I would trip out. I mean, the mall in San Francisco is pretty big, and that one already is like shocking to me. So, I don't know. Mall of America. A lot of talking, not enough smoking. Definitely. Ugh, gotta fix this. Common Piece Glass. Whoa. Common Piece asked if there was any word on the Reefer Kitty pins yet. There is no word yet. They should be in any day now. As soon as they're in, I just package them up in an envelope and send them right back out to you. Thank you. Thank you everyone that has paid $10 plus the shipping to get the Reefer Kitty pin. The money to pay off the vet bills has been a huge help. It's been incredible. I would have had, I don't know what I would have done, but it's just been really, really helpful. Unfortunately, Doc, like with all the money in the world, was not going to survive having FIP. So that has been very hard to just like deal with. But the Reaper Kitty pins are going to be really beautiful, knock on wood, and a really nice way to just pay tribute to not only the year that I spent with him, because he was just from a kitten to a year, but also just all of the support and love that you guys have for him and your own pets. So thank you very much. No word on them yet. Definitely expecting them in. They have to come from their manufacturer to the person that the wholesale order that I go through, and then to me. So there is like twice the shipping time sometimes, but it's on the way at some point. Some point. Oh my gosh, Brandon K. Smith. That's like your whole name right there. Sorry, I just read your screen name. But Brandon K. Smith 523. That's probably your birthday. I'm just kidding. He asked if I've heard anything about the Hash Bash in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I have heard about the Hash Bash, not enough about it. I need to hear a lot more. I need to hear high demand from reefers, and then I need to just show up there because I want to go to the Hash Bash in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Take a lot of dabs throughout the week, and I just love smoking some weed. Chillin' and smoking some weed. Dave Getch asked, what's my favorite thing to do while feeling stony? It's so nerdy, but I just like to play on my phone, and I like to like cruise the internet. That's probably why I have this job. But I will sometimes just like cruise different news sites. I'll cruise different funny video sites. I'll just cruise different feeds and like not troll in the sense of like comment and be mean, but just kind of like uselessly use my time on the internet. Because then the rest of the time I'm working online and it doesn't feel like playing on my phone. It feels like working and getting stuff done and setting a goal and meeting a goal. So anyway, so sometimes when I'm super, super stony, I'll just kind of like pull out my phone and be like, just kind of like cruise. I've said that so many times. But kind of wander and do whatever. Yeah, sometimes I do that. That was kind of a recent thing because right now I live in a not so great neighborhood. And before that, when I was in San Francisco, I would definitely just leave my apartment. I'd get super, super baked and then just walk around the city because it was beautiful and fun and a little more safe. something I would love to get back into. Playing on my phone is not as fun as getting outside and actually seeing the world. But temporarily, that's the kind of fun that I'm getting into while I'm here. I even went wandering actually in Boston the first night. My assistant Jess flew in on the second night, Friday night before the thing, and I was there Thursday night. So Thursday night, like the middle of the night, I just went cruising in Boston, which a lot of people say you shouldn't do, but it was awesome. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I love nighttime and daytime Stoney strolls, mostly nighttime. That was a baby hit. Oh my gosh. Whew. Just a reminder, I generally have done pre-orders for the shirts, and when they come into my physical hands, they're already sold, but that's different right now. I actually have these shirts in stock, ready to go, so if you want the purple shirt, the black shirt, the green shirt, you can order them at coralreefer420.etsy.com. And I just really want to ship them all out to you ASAP. It's not really about like getting the money immediately. That is something that, I don't know, I've already paid for the shirts, so that's just going to come in after. But I just want to get the shirts out to you guys. I have them sitting here ready. And for months, people are like, where are the shirts? What's happening? So I just kind of like want to not like advertise them a lot. But if you've been wondering when, how, when is the right time, now's the right time. They're in stock right now. There's 7 sizes and 3 colors. And I only ordered, I want to say like 114 shirts or something total. So there's not a lot of each one. So definitely check it out. End of shirt ad. Begin cough. Oh my goodness. Whew. My goodness. Wow, I went to go refresh the social stream thing and there were 54 new things. So I'm cruising. John AB7 asked, how many shirts are left? I don't know exactly how many. I want to say like 70? 60? 70? 60. Something like that. More than there are listed on Etsy because I want to be sure to have more available in case things go wrong, in case I have to ship extra, whatever goes on. I want to make sure I get everything right. So, yeah, I have a little bit more than's listed on Etsy, but the Etsy ones, once those are gone, I'm going to probably wait a week or 2 before I send anything else out just to make sure I have everything that's going on. Oh my gosh, Fighter for 2012 says that they've been a reefer since episode 1 and they've been fighting cancer. They're thanking me for being so positive, but I'm going to have to thank you for your time and for just spending any time that you have with me. I know that there's probably a lot going on when you have cancer. My mom is a 2-time cancer survivor, as you probably know. So I just know that you probably have a lot coming at you sometimes. And I really just appreciate you chilling with me and relaxing. I'm just sending you love and positivity. There are so many cancer survivors in my family, and I think you will be a cancer survivor in the Reefer family. So keep kicking ass. It's horrible. I can't even get into it. But thank you. Just thanks for watching my stuff. That's amazing. Cruising through. You guys should take a hit every time I say cruising. I mean, if you haven't already. We're only going to be here for another like 15 more minutes or so. But, yeah. Oh my gosh, Common Peace has a great question. Do you have any tips for making sure your pins stay on your stuff? Super glue. That's the only, you ask, is super glue the way? That's the only way I can think of. So many people say their pins are lost, but I think jealous reefers and wannabe reefers and other people are just stealing pins and taking them right off your bag. So super glue that shit on there, both sides, stuck together, not going nowhere. Gloria Almanza asked, what's the next event that I'm going to? I'm very, very interested in going to the Emerald Cup in Santa Rosa in December. I really have to look into the details. I would love to bring this backdrop with me and do a Stoney Sunday there at the Emerald Cup. So if you guys see someone that has a booth at the Emerald Cup, if you see them posting about it in the months leading up to it, link me to it, let them know. I definitely want to do my Stony Sunday thing at the Emerald Cup. I don't really need a whole booth because I'm not going to be selling things. I really just need one day, one couple hours type thing. I want to like go play on a playground, but sigh. I'm just stuck smoking weed. Yeah. Um. Mm-hmm. I almost said it again. I'm cruising the questions. Matt Mason asked if I have any advice on asking someone if they smoke. Keep it low key, but to get the point across. I would offer the information first. If you're already to the point that you want them to be volunteering that information about them, then you should be comfortable enough to volunteer it to them. So if you're already talking about it, sometimes you can say like I don't know, if Washington or Colorado come up, you can bring it up in the news story first and then be like, well, I don't know, like I've smoked weed pretty regularly and I have a great time, you know, and just kind of like see what they say. And if they like kind of chuckle, you can be like, do you ever smoke? Like, do you ever partake? And you can, but I think it's important to like to offer it up first yourself so that they can feel comfortable. They know it's a safe place and that it's not something you're trying to like trick them into saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jada7 asked if there was a time when I was waitressing that I ever talked about pot with one of my tables, a group of people that I was serving. And there wasn't any time that we really got into like the medical benefits and like a really health oriented conversation. But waitressing in San Francisco, every now and then tourists would definitely they would definitely just like ask like, oh, like is it as easy to get pot as everyone says? Like is Hate Street really as like does it smell like weed as strong as they say on Hate Street? People just be kind of awkward and weird about it. And me, like, I was never trying to mix that, like, weed with my waitressing world because I had a training position at the last place I worked at for the last, like, 3 or 4 years that I was there. And I took that responsibility very seriously. So I wasn't trying to just talk about stuff that wasn't related to the restaurant in any way, like, at all. So I didn't really get a chance to, like, talk about health benefits of weed or something like that when I was waitressing. I do believe in working professionally, and it's not always the right time and place to bring up cannabis when you are with your boss or with customers, or really your purpose there is to be selling fish or doing whatever you're doing, not like changing someone's life about weed. I was honest if it came down to it, but I would never get it for them. I'd never get involved with it. It wasn't something that I was like, let me tell you. I was just kind of like, I think you'll have to go and check it out for yourself, or, you know, it probably depends on the person. Like, I'm kind of like elusive with my answers when I was at work. I think I just burped on Stony Sunday. I'm sorry. A silenced hippie was bummed about a commercial coming in on the live stream. Super sorry about that. I am considering, I know I've said it so many times, but I am considering like investing into doing the whole thing, the pro, whatever. But if you do want to wait, you can always catch it on YouTube and see the full response because I do pretty much like instantly upload this video to YouTube and I get that started and then you guys can see it there and have the no commercial full answer. Bong Hits Daily asked if there was one cannabis tip I would stress the most. And I think I'll answer this question and then take 5 rapid fire questions before we get out of here. And maybe a couple more bong hits too. But Bong Hits Daily, the one cannabis tip I would stress the most was actually said by someone else too. And it's hydrate. Hydrate yourself. Don't get too hot, too hungry, and too dehydrated and pass out wherever you are, definitely sit down, enjoy a meal, go slow. Just, yeah, take care of yourself in whatever way that is. And also don't expect too much. It's a very calm experience. It's not gonna like blow your mind. Maybe it will, I don't know. But don't expect too much. Just kind of roll with it and see what's out there and don't rush it. The person who also said that was Silence Tippy. Good answer. Good answer. 5 rapid fire questions. I'm going to look through and try and find them first and then answer. I keep like rubbing my tongue on my teeth. They feel smooth today. Is that weird? Like extra smooth. Bong hits while I look. Okay, I found one question. We need rapid fire. I need so many questions. I need like 1 million, basically. 1 million. And then I'll just pick 5. I have slacked so hard on doing the News Nug video series. I've been trying to take more pressure like off myself and just do what I can when I can and make it awesome. But I don't know. I fucked up. I haven't done my News Nug video. It's probably not happening with this live stream. Sorry. Pretty sorry. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out a format. We'll do some stuff. That was a good one. Fresh bowl for the rapid fire. I'm just going to keep saying it. It's not that exciting or anything, but it is how I'm going to end this week's Stony Sunday. If you ever want to ask a question and have it on the show, you can always go to STONEYSUNDAY.com/AskStonySunday or go to one of the pictures on Facebook, Instagram, one of the posts on Twitter where I'm taking questions. Use the hashtag AskStonySunday. Any one of those things, I'm taking questions all the time. The amazing thing about marijuana is there's always more to learn about it, and the questions aren't just like on my opinion on stuff. I do try and find out the truth and information about cannabis and spread that with all of you as best I can. Oh, got a fat bowl packed up. Fatty bowl. My nails are so horrible. I'm like in desperate need of a manicure, but I've just been prioritizing my money differently, and I really want to go on another trip. Anyway, there's some questions, I think. We have a few. We have a few. I think we might be ready. Where did it go? Where did it go? Look up at the sky. 5 asked if I know anything about the entity Bashar. No idea what that means or if I should not have answered that question. I don't know what that means. Matt Mason asked if I have any favorite edibles. Chocolate. I'm so cheesy. It's always chocolate. If there's chocolate and cheese, holy shit. Yes. I have not had a chocolate and cheese edible yet. If you can make Rebecca's Mighty Muffins from Santa Cruz, the chocolate and cheese muffin, into an edible, I will eat it every day. So let me know when and where that happens. Favorite holiday? I don't give a fuck, Brittany. Favorite holiday? Oh wait, that was 2. Favorite holiday? Oh my god. She also said besides 420. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so selfish and say my birthday. I work every other holiday. I've given away a lot of other holidays. I really enjoy sharing other holidays with other people. But my birthday, I'm kind of like, mine, my day. I don't really feel bad about nothing. Sometimes I sleep all day. Yeah. Silent Tippy. I live in Rhode Island. If I went to Colorado or Washington, could I just walk into a shop and buy bud? Sometimes it depends on if they have any in stock. In Washington, they've been out of stock. It kind of sucks, but they have registered, licensed growers. It's all seed to sale. So when they run out of stock, they really have to wait for the new supply from the approved and amazing growers, and they can't just go with whatever walks in the door like we can in California. In Colorado, more likely you can just walk in and buy bud. Yep, if you're over 21, you can just walk in and buy bud. Last question. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god, lots of comments. Where's the last question? Where's the last question? Oh my god, I saw it, but then it disappeared because I clicked the thing, and I shouldn't click the thing. Look Up at the Sky 5 asked, when or what is my next tattoo? I don't know yet, but I really, really want another tattoo. So ready for another tattoo. It's been just over a year since I got my donut my donut tattoo on my wrist, and I am just absolutely ready to get another one, not a donut, but another tattoo. It could be weed related, it probably won't be, but I'm not against it. Probably won't be donut tattoo. I already said that. I'm gonna just take this bong hit. Thank you guys for spending this hour of Stony Sunday with me. I definitely love answering questions. The live episodes are way more fun than just talking by myself. So let's do this more often. Cheers. Post your picture, hashtag Stony Sunday or shirt, Stony Sunday shirt. See you guys later. Say hi. I can't not say it.